Raccoon Tycoon is a stock markety game of flooding the markets and selling high, buying low, and also some set collection and minor engine building. You can take one of 5 actions on your turn. The first is to play a production card, which influences the market, increasing the items shown on the top. And you can take 3 at the start of the game items from the bottom. If there are more than 3, you just choose 3 into your own personal collection. You can also sell a good at its current market price. So I could sell 4 wood here for 6 each, so that's 24, and then I would move the wood down for every piece that I've sold. You can also auction off a railroad. You have to bid its lowest price, and if no one buys it, if you're not the one who buys it, you get an extra turn. As well as railroads, you can buy a town. These cost commodities and they get more expensive and more valuable for points as they go along. You can buy a building, and buildings give you minor engine building abilities. These initial ones can be upgraded and they give you more goods when you take them from the production cards. Some will give you other effects, like max production 5, so you take 5 from the bottom of a card. You get $1 every time someone buys or sells that thing. You get a bigger hand size, for example, and so on and so forth. If you ever have abilities of the same type, then you can only choose to use one of them. This comes with one of the biggest first player markers ever seen, Mr. Raccoon.
Raccoon Tycoon has very little to do with raccoons, but quite a lot to do with tycoons. It is a kind of market economic game where you are affecting the cost of goods to benefit yourself, and prosper yourself at the detriment, hopefully, of others. It is a game that the theme is neither here nor there. They put a cutesy theme on it. It works. It could have been done very dryly. I mean, the whole experience is quite dry in that respect, but man, is it good. The whole card-based system of you play a card which the top part affects the market, puts everything up, and the bottom part is what you get, or you get at least some of them until you kind of level up. And that's really compelling because you want to build up your stocks to then buy build up the town, get town cards, build up the railways, get railroad cards, but also sell all those goods at the right time to make the most money back. It is a really compelling experience, especially when you throw in the building tiles, which do things like upgrade you, give you other benefits, let you take more stuff when you take from the bottom of the card. The whole game can be explained super quickly to people, with the exception perhaps of a few little scoring niggles that add on, but most of it is just super easy to explain. It does come with paper money, and the first time we played we ditched that and used poker chips. However, we found that when we used poker chips, the auctioning section of the game, where you for one of your actions you choose to auction off a railway card, because you could easily see how much money people had, it became less of a kind of, oh, now what's in their stack of paper? I remember they just sold for this much or this much. So less of a memory game and more of a, so they've got 3 red chips which are worth 100 each, so I can bully them this far, or or I won't go in on that one, or I make them spend all their money on this one they kind of want, and then I'll get the one I really want cheaply. You can't do that as well when it's paper money, so every game after that we use paper money, and it would have been nice maybe to see some small player screens just to hide that a little bit more, even a little wallet like in Counterfeiters where you can just hide your money a little bit more effectively, just to give that extra tension to those auctions, because auctions are really important in the game, because if you don't win an auction where you are the one selling, you get another turn. So that can be used, especially when you've got perfect knowledge about other people's money. You can brute force that so that you get the auction you want. Like I say, using the paper money doesn't make that as much of an issue. But I would like to see, I know they do a coin pack for this, I would like to see some screens just to hide that a bit more. But other than that, this is a super fun game, easy to teach. It's a game of timings, you know. Do you push it one more? Do you push that luxury good marker one more up so you can sell it for more, knowing that the person who comes after you has 4 luxury goods and they might just sell the goods, which will bring the value right down? Can you take that, or do you just sell now and get the higher value? It's a very, very clever game. Apart from the paper money kind of negative, maybe, there are 2 other kind of minor negative things or quibbles I would have with the game. The first is that certainly in my copy, the building tiles are already showing a bit of wear on the back, and that is only through the plays I've done to be able to review it. So we're talking half a dozen plays, no more than 10. I like it, so I've played it a lot, but still, to show a little bit of wear on the side, that's not great. And the other thing is that there's just a suspicion in the back of my mind. Now, it's only come out twice, this building, and it might have only been bought in one of those games. There's a building that lets you sell stuff for three more than their value, and that seems really, really powerful. Now, I hesitate to put it as a total negative because you have to spend a lot of money to get that, so you have to be in a position to buy it. But when that comes out, it's hard to imagine that person not then going on to have a very good game and probably winning. So that tile just feels a little bit overpowered to me, but I haven't been able to test that to the full extent to reveal if that is the case or not. Other than those little things, Raccoon Tycoon is one of my it's one of my favourite games I've played in 2019. It's quick to understand, it is quick to play, there's no downtime because you can only choose one action on your turn. Auctions are clever and fast, especially when you have hidden money. That makes it a lot more exciting. I've been really, really impressed with this game. For a game that has tries to draw you in the cutesy theme and then reveals it not to have much theme at all, and you know, the board, it's just a load of tracks really. It's a little bit boring, but the gameplay is truly excellent, and it's been, like I say, one of my favourite experiences so far. So if you're looking for a tight, smooth, economic game that is easy to teach, then you definitely want to check out Raccoon Tycoon. Thanks very much for watching, Zatu. Please like the video, subscribe to us, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook for more content, including live videos, live interviews, live unboxings, and all that sort of thing. We'll catch you next time.